Hi, I'm Vanessa E, vocal coach and singer-songwriter with You Can Sing Too. Do you want to know what your vocal range is, but you really aren't sure how to find that information? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to find what your vocal range is easily, and in my next video, I'm going to show you how to increase your vocal range easily. I believe great singers are not born, they are made. I've coached hundreds of singers and I am a singer myself, so that's why I'm really passionate to encourage you in your singing journey. So whether you're new to singing or a seasoned singer or somewhere in between, my goal is to uncomplicate great vocal technique and teach you simple yet effective keys that really get results to help you sing with more confidence, freedom, power, and range. So if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to this channel for more simple and effective singing tips and to see all my new videos and previous ones. I also have a free singing goodie for you at the end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned. Okay, let's get started. Finding where your vocal range is now is really important because you want to choose the right songs that are in, the notes that you're able to sing, and also it's important information to know if you want to increase your range. So for example, if you want to lose weight and you have to know where you're starting at first to know if you're actually losing weight, right? Same thing with growing your vocal range. All right, so let's find out where you are now. I'm going to show you a simple vocal exercise that I do with my students. When I first start working with them, I listen to where their range is. And then I listen to the upper part and to the lower part. And then I show them tips and techniques for growing their vocal range. Okay, so this exercise is a 5-note exercise, and you're going to sing an ah. And it's just, that's it, one word, ah. You're just going to go 5 notes up, 5 notes down. And as I start getting higher, I'm going to start saying the names of the note I end on because I'm going to keep playing past maybe where you had to stop because someone else is singing and they're, singing higher, or they stop before you. So I'm just going to say some of the names of the notes, and then you can write that down so you know, okay, this is the highest note I sang, and then this is the lowest note I sang, okay? So I will do one in a female key, and then I will do a male key. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to sing with you a little bit, and then I'm going to have you keep going. All right, so remember the word is ah. You're going to sing. You're just relaxing your jaw. You want to challenge yourself. Try to go higher than you think you can go. Don't force anything, and try to go lower than you think you could go. All right, but make sure that it feels comfortable. All right, ah. Ah. That's it. You're going to breathe. Ah. Ah, so keep going. Good, keep going. Nice and relaxed. Ah. I'm going to start telling you the last note that I play here. That is a B. Okay? That is a C. That is a C sharp. D. D sharp. E. F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, B flat, or A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, and that is a E flat or a D sharp, and E. All right, so I'm going to stop there for the female key. So how did you do? If you weren't able to sing all the way as high as I played, don't worry about that. That's totally fine. You're finding your range, what was comfortable for you. So write down the name of the note that I gave to you. So I started naming the notes as I was getting higher. So you can write those down. And I started, just so you know, I started on the B that was above middle C, and then once we got to C sharp, after that you were after C5, and then the very highest notes I played after C was, those were after C6, those very, very high ones, just so you have some reference for that. All right, so now let's get to know your lower range. Let's see how you do and how low you sing when you go the opposite way. So I'm going to do descending pitches on the ah. I'm starting at the same place I started before, but I'm just going 5 notes down. So you're just going to go like this. You're going to get a good breath, same thing. Ah, except for you're going down. So ah, 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 and then you could keep going. I'm going to name these notes. That last note I played was F. So if that was your lowest note, you could write that down. So here we go. Ah. Okay, that's an E. Ah. That is E flat. D. And that is a D flat. And that's a C. Okay, so write down what your lowest note was, and now you know your lowest note and your highest note in a female key. Okay, so now for males, I'm going to move down so that I'm going to play it in, a typical male key for you. And I will start with a 5-tone exercise, singing the ah, and again, I will start naming the notes as we start to get, higher. So I just want to say though that my demo in the beginning is not going to be that good because these are lower notes than I can sing. So you're going to just sing along with me, but you'll sing better. Okay, so actually I think what I'm going to do is just play the 5-tone ah, and I'll come in on the notes that I can come in, but just remember it's ah, okay? So starting here, and you're singing ah. Good. Now I'll just come in for a couple here. Ah, 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 ah. So you keep going. Start naming some of the notes here. So that's an F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, I'm only going to do a couple more, G, and we are at a G sharp, sorry about that, I'm going to do one more, A, Okay, so that was the highest note. So write down the note that you felt that you were able to sing, and the highest note, and then now let's do some low notes. Okay, so we're going to do the ah backwards. I'm going to start with a pitch I can sing, and then I'm just going to have you keep going, and then you write down that low note, those low notes. Okay, so you're going to go ah, ah, keep going. Okay, this is A. We got an A flat, G, G flat, F, E. You've got an E flat, D. You've got a C sharp, very, very low, and a C. Okay, so go ahead and write down those notes. Now you know what your range is. And so like I mentioned, it's good to know your range because you want to sing songs that feel good in your range, right? So let's say, for example, your highest note, in your female key was, let's say it was a G, and you want to sing a song and that's the highest note. Well, what you really want to do is give yourself at least a step or a step and a half away from that note. So if your highest note is a G, try to make sure that if you're singing a song that, the highest note in that isn't going to the very top of your note. You've got some space there. You can play around with it. A half step might be pushing it too much. I would definitely try a step. That doesn't mean, the whole song, but it does mean that you don't want a song that is going to be has your highest note in there or your lowest note in there. Give yourself some room, okay? So that's how you can apply what your range is. Now again, if you'd like to increase your range, then stay tuned for my next video because I'm going to give you some tools for doing that. So I hope this was really helpful to you and that now you know your range, you can pick songs that are going to work the best for you. And like I said, you'll get to see the next video where if you want to increase your range, you'll do that as well. I do have a free singing goodie for you, and you can click the link in the description to get that. So I look forward to hearing your comments and how helpful this was for you, and I will see you back next time. Happy singing!